Hey YouTube, it's Drunk Monk 74 here, just bringing you a quick bit of gameplay on sector control on Alfara Cliffside, I think it is. Anyway, it's about 2:30 in the morning here, and I just about finished this game, and and it just made me think a bit basically, and I thought, you know what, just get this up and just share my thoughts while they're all still fresh in my head. And it was just basically about classes and how everyone's got a favourite class, but you know, sometimes when a game ain't going your way, you got to really think about doing what's best for your team and swapping out to a class that could help you out in whatever position you're in or whatever the situation demands. So you know, my favourite class is Assaulter, and I generally tend to start with that class, and it's mainly because of what's happening right now. As I said in other videos, my preferred, or what I believe is to be the most effective way to start a game of sector control, is to get up there, push up for that central sector. You know, there's enough of your team will be capping the flag near your own spawn area. That central sector flag is the one that's really key. It'll give you 2 out of 3 flags right at the start of the game. If you cap it early enough, you get a few kills and you can start setting up your defensive positions a bit like we are doing now. And it can give you a really good platform for the rest of the game. So anyway, that's why I generally start with Assaulter. And as you saw, it didn't go too bad. I got a few nice early kills. Did what I always say I generally tend to do, which is I won't actually cap the flag myself. There's plenty of other guys who'll be there wanting to do that. I just try to get into a position where I can provide them cover, and I hope you saw that. You know, I was able to provide them that cover from the positions I get myself into. Allows the guys who are capping a flag to cap them without taking too much fire. So yeah, it didn't go too bad. It started off quite well, and I was quite happy with that. I was like, yeah, okay, this is going well. You know, I've got no reason to change from this class. Right here, I get. You know, I finally get to use that mortar strike, and luckily for me, you know, there's a few of the guys I saw were, you know, trying to play the game how I think, you know, it should be played, which is, you know, you can't afford to go charging around all the time. You know, they want to get to that flag, sure, but they're going to have to take it a bit slow and steady, and they know that we've got that flag. You know, we're not being overly greedy at the moment. We're just holding the 2 flags and just defending those positions. So it's up to them now to try and come down. So they're starting to try and solidify their positions, and they're drawing up a few lines. And one of the lines they're drawing up is right there in front of my buddy, which you saw when he was just by that cliff, the bridge, sorry. And they was all lined up there, and that's why I all of a sudden now swapped out to sniper, because we were really getting pinned there. We weren't getting across that bridge. We were really struggling to get anywhere on that side. And most of the rest of the team are actually on the side of the map where we're both on now. So I know that side of the map is fairly well protected as well. So my personal preference is to go across that bridge, because it's, you know, I can see people fairly clearly from there. But when they're in defensive positions like they are, they can do what they're doing now, which is great. They're playing the game how it should be played. They had their defensive positions, and they're now taking their time, getting some kills, and slowly moving forward. So they're actually now in that little square, not too far from central flag, and they should really be pushing for that central sector right now as a team, trying to provide whoever's down there capping that flag a little bit of cover from the stairs. We're struggling to get down there, so again I try and take a slightly sneakier route and go around, and so I'm trying to use my brain basically. Unfortunately, I didn't use my brain fully when I was selecting my class, because right here, I know there's a guy lying down there, and I'm trying to get a couple of shots on him, and I do eventually get one on him. I don't think it was that one. I think it's this next one. I know. Oh no, it was the previous one. But I know that was the guy was lying prone, there was only one part of his body I could hit, which was his head, and I was like, why the hell has he not gone down? He must have gone down. And again here, I was looking at it, and you'll notice I'm just taking one shot at a time, and I'm looking down there. There's a guy about to pop up with his head, and I know for sure that's a nice clean little headshot. My buddy gets taken out on the left here. The guy gets lit up, and again I know that's another little headshot I put in. And I was like, why the hell are these guys not going down when I'm getting them a headshot? Because in my head I thought I had the TAC 50. I didn't. I was using the LaRue. So I guess a little lesson is, when you select your class, make sure you know what weapon you got, because I blatantly didn't, and I paid the price for it. So TAC 50 is normally what I use as a bolt action, but I've been reading a lot of good things about the CS5. How accurate it can be, how quickly, even for a bolt action, you know, after you take your first shot you can get your second shot off. So you know, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a go here. So the optics, I haven't used it before, so it's all fairly standard right now, so I'm just making a couple of customizations, and you can see in the video the main thing I'm doing is I left the optic at the standard, but the main thing I did was take the suppressor off, change the barrel assembly to the slightly longer range barrel assembly. I left the receiver group at the one that gives me slightly more agility rather than range. Magazine's just a 5-round clip, and that was about it. And that optic, that default optic, that 10 times optic I think it is, really gives you a nice, well, not nice, but hardly any sway, as you can see right there. And luckily, by the time I've got my arse sorted and realised I had the wrong weapon and finally got it set up how I wanted to have it set up, my buddy's got us back into the right position, which is right about here, and where we wanted to cross that bridge. But we're still not able to cross it, and we're getting pinned down. You can see one of the teammates in front as well. He's still pinned down as well. He's not able to cross it. There's two of them there, and it's basically because right here, in a second you'll see there's a guy, I think he's a heavy gunner, lane prone, with his bipod out. Anyway, I managed to get rid of him for the guys, and just tell them, all right, it's clear, head across that bridge and start getting somewhere near north sector, which is where we want to be, because you know we've just about taken it, and I think they're just about to start taking it back. Unfortunately for them, they start taking it back just at the time as I launched my Switchblade. So I managed to get, I think I managed to get about five kills there, or 6 even. It was a hell of a lot of kills, and it was there was nothing skillful about it. It was just pure luck that they just all charged towards that flag at the same time, just as I launched it. But it still looked quite nice. But yeah, I mean, the main point of the video was, you know, I just wanted to highlight, like, we were really pinned here. Around here we was really pinned. We were really struggling to push up from there, and I just think it's so important that when you are struggling, or you know, or a particular part of a map or a game isn't going quite as you planned, try switching out your class. You know, you've got loads of classes, and like I say, we've all got a favourite class, but it's not always going to be the right one for that situation. So switching it out can be really beneficial to your team, you know, and it doesn't always do you any harm either. And yeah, it didn't work out too bad for me. So I'll do a proper review on the CS5 later, but for now, that's me done. I'm out of here. I'll catch you later. Cheers.